What's going on, guys? Drones and Dogs here, and I'm out here with the Sharper Image DX-5 video streaming drone. Now I already did maiden flight with this guy and initial flight test and showed you guys the camera and how it worked and everything. But right now we're gonna fly it without using the Wi-Fi, without using the camera. We're just gonna do a basic performance test. Now this is a non-altitude hold flyer, you know, does have 3D flips and rolls. And it's basically just a simple flyer, man. Doesn't have any rates or anything like that, but you can flip it, and it's not altitude hold, so you do have to keep it in the air yourself. But this is the DX-5 video streaming drone that I picked up at Ollie's for $29.99. Does have an adjustable camera on the front, but on and off switch underneath. But we're not going to be worried about the camera right now. Sunset is flying, so we will get a good look at these LEDs on this guy, see what the LEDs look like. But you can pick this guy up for about 30 bucks at Ollie's. Really cheap, inexpensive flyer. Do it up, down, binds it. Here's the transmitter, non-altitude hold. Only has one shoulder button, and that's the start button right here. So we're just gonna take this guy off. It did have a prop guard frame on there. I took the prop guards off. So just to see what it performed like without the prop guards and without the Wi-Fi hooked up. I wanted to see what this guy would do, and it looks like a pretty good performing drone. It's in between the size of a mid-size and a mini. So I would say it's about in between that size of a quadcopter. Flips with it. Handles really well for such a cheap drone. For it to only be 30 bucks. Handles really well. And I know Ollie's is not the only place that has them. You can pretty much get these guys anywhere. Walmart, online, Ollie's. Other stores have them. I mean, Sharper Image has these drones everywhere. So this is the DX-5, the video streaming drone. Like I said, this has no rates. So the rate that you take off in, that's the rate that you're in. It's just this one rate. But it seems pretty decent. Ooh, almost hit the tree there. Had to drop down. Seems like a pretty decent flyer. Flips with it. There's our yaw. There's our full yaw rate. White LEDs in the front, red in the back for orientation like a car. So that's going to be real good for a beginner. And we should get a decent flight time out of this guy. It is an embedded battery in there. You can't take the battery out. So you have to charge it. You have to hook the charger directly to the drone to charge it. You can't take the battery out of there. So that's like that's the only con to this thing. You can't just swap out batteries. So once this thing is dead, you have to just kind of charge it, let it rest for a minute, and then let it charge up, and then you'll be good to go. Transmitter is really big too, but other than that, it's not a bad flyer. And when it is hooked up to the Wi-Fi, I didn't notice any lag when it was hooked up to the Wi-Fi, but I just wanted to get this guy out here for a performance flight while the sun was setting. Boy, Drones and Dogs. Well, not a bad flyer, man. You gotta figure in, when you figure in the drones and you're reviewing them, you always gotta figure in the price point. A lot of people like to compare drones to other drones, but then the drones they be comparing them to be totally different price points. You gotta keep the price point of the drone in mind. This is a $30 toy grade drone, guys. And it's flying out here in about 40 degrees, and it's flying really well. So, I mean, what more can you ask for 30 bucks? Nice little flips on it. You know, some people would see a review like this and be like, oh, it's not a Phantom, you need to get a Phantom. I'm like, yeah, but a Phantom ain't 30 bucks. You know? So you always got to keep the price point in mind. You know, this is a toy. But something to have fun with. It's definitely something you can fly around and have fun. Look at it. You know. Let's get a close look of it. If we can. It's kind of dark. Getting dark anyways. Some LEDs are showing up really nice. The DX-5, our Sharper Image. Close look at that boy. Pretty nice drone. It's got like a sleek stealth look to it. See if we can get some rolls going. Kinda. Little breeze wants to push on it a little bit. Not a bad flyer. And it's kind of cold out here tonight, so I imagine that battery life is going to be shorter than what it normally would be. Check out some funnels on it. Nice little funnels on it. It's hands-free. Even though it has non-altitude hold, you can set it down a little bit. You can set that throttle and get it to hover. Hands-free. Get a little distance on it, see what it does. It ain't gonna go too far, so it ain't that big of a drone to be going too far with it. But we'll push it out. Check out them LEDs. For one rate, it does move pretty nice though. For it to only have one, it moves around pretty nice.